Okay, they say third time is a charm. This is Petrus Vivius, 28 October 2017. I also want to get on the Black Monday bandwagon like Ronaldo, Gouws and Heinz Winkler. Ronaldo's got some serious issues here with supporting the farmers that are so brutally murdered on their farms at night. Murders that's very, very, very well planned, well executed, and it's premeditated. Now this is the research that has been done, Ronaldo. We don't thumbsuck it. The other 51 people that is murdered every day, or 48 people that's murdered every day in South Africa, is not as premeditated as white farm murders. Now let's listen to what Ronaldo's going to say. The sound is bad because I don't have the resources the DA throws at Ronaldo to make his videos. I'm not a mockingbird for anybody. I only make my own videos for my own channel.
On something that a lot of people requested me to focus on, which is Black Monday. Now in essence what's going to happen is this Monday everybody's going to wear black in solidarity to spread awareness for farm murders that's taking place. Now the reason I'm making this video is not because people asked me to make a video on Black Monday. This video is being made because I came across Heinz Winkler's video on where he discussed Black Monday and why he believes that it's not the right thing to do. Now, you can miss me. And the reason for that is because this is the trend. This is nothing more than a trend. So what happens? On Monday, you put on your black t-shirt, you're going to make a stand, just like you did with Zuma Must Fall, when you wore your black t-shirt and nothing happened. So now you're going to wear your black t-shirt on Monday, you're going to...
Now Ronaldo, this is a mourning Monday. We are going to mourn for the farmers that has been brutally murdered. No political statement behind it. Nothing than to say to the families, we stand in solidarity to their loss. Now my channel might be not as popular as Ronaldo's channel, but I also got a channel and I also got a voice. And I say, Ronaldo, you suck for not giving us the right to mourn the loss, the brutal loss of white farmers. The other 52 people that's murdered every day, or 48 or 46, depending on how many farmers lost their life in the beginning, weren't as brutally murdered as the white farmers. By pure investigation into the matter, you will know that these white farm murders is well planned, well orchestrated, and premeditated to the extent that they decide before they attack the farm on who's going to rape who's going to torture what, and who, and in what sequence they are going to be killed. Now, if you don't know that, Ronaldo, you shouldn't make videos on this subject. You should take the time, rather spending making the video, and find out how the white farmers are targeted individually for the sake of being a white farmer. Now I'm going to flip around a little bit on my YouTube channel just to prove to Ronaldo that this fat, ugly, not so well educated white man knows a little bit what he's talking about. Now, as you guys can see, I've got a little what they call it, playlist going. I've loaded Ronaldo's video there so that you can see what he's about. I've loaded this guy that requests us to pray on Saturday 12 o'clock. I forgot to set my reminder, so I forgot to pray for the farmers. I'm sorry. I'll make my prayer tonight. It won't be any different. The call came from this gentleman here.
julle vriende. Môre almal wat my ken. Ja, laas nag het ek maar sleg geslaap. Die ding van Joubert wat vermoor is. Ek dink dit begin raak ou nou. Is iemand wat jy geken het, deelgeneem het aan blokkompetisies. Ou voel so magteloos. En ou wil graag help en iets doen vir die landse boere. As ek nou kon getoer het, dan was die hele stad, Kaapstad omring vanmôre die groot trekkers wat niemand kan in en uit nie, want het lyk is net as jy chaos kan veroorsaak, dat jy gehoor raak op grondvlak. Ek voel ons moet iets doen, dat ons as boergemeenskap gehoor raak. En die paar mense wat ek ken, om vir my te ondersteun, en maandag swart klere aan te trek, vir ons landse boere.
You see, Ronaldo, it was purely a call for mourning. Rou. Ons wil 'n bietjie rou vir ons boere wat ons verloor. You want to refuse us that right to mourn. But the point I'm trying to make is that this is premeditated racial attacks. That is the one that you're missing. I said I will find you proof of that. Okay, let me go and find it.
Polygraph testing. The reason I'm doing this video tonight is to talk about farm attacks. I've had the great honor of working on farm attacks polygraphing when a farm attack has been planned or in the unfortunate event when it has taken place already. I work with a gentleman called and he has a system whereby he gains information when an attack is planned through impimpies, which is another word for informants. When a farm attack is planned, from the minute it is planned, there is a person that watches that farm. We call that person the watcher in the woods. The people that commit the actual attack, they call themselves the hit squad. And the employees who are planning or who do plan the attack with the hit squad are known as the contact people. All farm attacks are inside jobs without fail. Not all employees.
Now, Ronaldo, this lady has got clearly more insight than you on white farm attacks. Do you understand what I'm saying? She's qualified to talk about the subject, Ronaldo. She's done in the field studies, which you haven't. Your privileged life keeps you well away of the dangers of the country. You've got a choice on where you can live. You've got a choice to what you expose yourself to. Unfortunately, we all don't have that choice, Ronaldo. We are exposed to this racial, premeditated attacks that is planned by an employee of the farmer, that is planned by the hit squad, and the hit squad doesn't take the employee word for granted. They put a watcher in the woods to track the movements of the farmers before they attack. Why? Because these premeditated attacks are done by cowards. Wait, let me pause before I put in stuff here that can get me into trouble. Anyway guys, you're welcome to circulate my video. I'm not the most professional YouTuber around, but I want a voice. And my voice is to bring solidarity to South Africa, but also to shut the people up that don't have a clue what the fuck they are talking about. Really. If you don't know that white farm attacks is premeditated, well-planned terrorist attacks, you shouldn't be talking about the subject. This lady, She knows what she's talking about. That is why that gentleman asked us, let us mourn. One day, let us mourn the farmers that have been killed on well-planned, well-executed terrorist attacks.